pizza has gone upscale, but there's no need to wait in line to get some gourmet grub. We have Sarah Karnasiewicz here joining us with some looks at some of these artisanal pizzas. And for people who don't know, and welcome, thanks for coming.
Hi, thanks.
What is artisanal pizza? It's very different from, say, the old pizza nights of old.
Yeah, these aren't just sort of like your, grab it out of the freezer, stick it in the oven, takeout joint on the corner sort of places. These sort of reflect a style that's really exploded in the States in the last decade or so. Most towns have something like this somewhere now. That's pizza made in a wood-fired oven or a coal-burning oven, using really sort of fresh and special ingredients, and kind of really made with care. They're in pieces that are made sort of individually made to go.
And there's one chef in particular that you have consulted with to give us some of these recipes. Tell us about him and what he's done.
These recipes come from Marc Vetri, who is
we're looking at him here on screen.
Yep, that's him. He has a little empire in Philadelphia, and his pizza place is called Osteria, and so all of these pizzas that we're featuring this week are ones that he has developed for that restaurant. He's a great Italian chef in sort of the real sort of rustic Italian tradition. Mario Batali is a huge booster and fan of his. And these sort of reflect that style. And
I love how you add that he doesn't even have a wood-burning oven in his home, so we don't have to worry if we don't measure up to that.
And that's why we approached him about this piece, was because we really wanted to talk about the idea of how you can kind of translate some of these more ambitious pizzas into the home format.
And we want to get to some of these pizzas because they're really unique ingredients. Let's start with the tuna, onions, oregano, and mozzarella. Tell us about this one.
So this one, you may not think, okay, fish on a pizza, who does that? This one uses Tuna, which is the Italian oil-cured tuna. So it has this real kind of heft and meatiness to it that's not like your typical, bumblebee tuna straight from the can. So it gives it this sort of meatiness, a little brininess that you get from the fish, and that balances out with the sort of spikes of herbs and the creaminess of the cheese. And I like to say that it's kind of like the most elegant kind of tuna melt that you could think of.
Right. And the next one is baked eggplant, which might be a little bit more common for pizza, but this has a unique twist as well.
Yeah, this one uses two different kinds of cheeses. So it's really kind of, again, this contrast of creamy and sharp. The eggplant gives it kind of a little bit more body. So it's a vegetable pizza that is a little sort of more weighty than, just sort of some greens strewn on there.
And another one, the Lombarda pizza. And people may not be familiar with that.
So this one is great. This is my favorite.
It's your favorite?
Because
okay,
it's a pizza that has sausage and eggs on it. So
wow, it could be breakfast.
It could be breakfast. It could very easily be breakfast. In fact, I've had it for breakfast before. And it's just this bright, sort of sunny, happy thing.
We're looking at it in the right corner,
exactly.
so you can see the egg
It has an egg dropped on top, and it cooks just right there, so the yolk just kind of sings out at you.
And quickly tell us about the Parma. We want to hear about that.
Okay, so this is a cheese pizza, but it uses pecorino and mozzarella. And so it kind of has this combination. It's really gooey and cheesy. And you also get some guanciale in there, which is...
What is that?
It's a cured pig's jowl, and it's really buttery. Now you could substitute something like prosciutto or a lardo or something like that.
Well, that's the great thing about pizza, is that you can really tailor it to your taste. But these are great recipes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The rest of them are in that, all the details are in this week's issue.
Yes, and we're going to put all the details and all the recipes in tomorrow's off-duty section so everybody can check all those out.